Hey, what's up, everyone? This is how much the forces are out to stop you from trying to bring peace and light. Um, and sadly, it worked. But I wrote an entire. It took me over 30 minutes to compile these thoughts, and just writing this message. I was channeling as though I was a leader trying to bring unity to people, and something that the Lord would want you to do. And I wrote this thing out, and I wrote it out, and it took me 30 minutes straight, nonstop writing, typing on the phone. And so I finally got the entire thing completed and read it again to make sure that it was how I wanted it to sound. I proofread it and I changed some of the spelling and things. And it was about unity. Talking about how there's not one. It disappeared, by the way. It said sorry, there was an error, and it's supposed to back all of my Inkpad Notepad is supposed to back up all of my notes to the cloud, and Google saves them. It didn't back that one up. It backed the code up in my phone, but no text. Yeah, no text at all. And imagine how frustrated I was when I wrote this entire. It would have probably been like a 4-page document about my message of unity and peace. And I was so deep and so serious into this, and it deleted it. It force closed, crashed. I've never had an entire message on Inkpad Notepad just go away and not even save to the cloud. Because before, when all my stuff disappeared, I lost all my notes. I was losing all my notes and everything. The cloud saved that, and saving backing them up, saved that. My prayers that I'd shared on the Prayers to Share app, everything I had saved in servers on their service with my email, and that that would have been awesome if it had been saved. I think it would have brought a lot of people together. And it's like something didn't want it done. That's what's sad. But the gist sort of is, it's like there's not one single difference amongst us biologically when you look at the inside, the microstructures of the human being, the microcellular, molecular particles that make up everything, the atomic structure of everything. When you look at the cellular level of a human being, there's not enough difference between us. We all bleed red blood. There's not enough difference between us to cause these conflicts. And that's what it was basically about. And I was talking about how this administration did not start all of this conflict. There has been conflict throughout the years, throughout every single administration. And the last one actually pushed the conflict and created more race wars and race tension. But this administration has given many people a platform or a voice, everyone the freedom of expression and freedom of speech back to all of the public, to all of the people. And sadly, that's what's different now, is that those people, those extremists and those far extremists are the ones who are also utilizing that vocal platform and demonstration platform, and they're utilizing the ability of freedom of speech and expression to share their violent views and expressions of a radical version of what others believe. And that is like radical Christians and believers in Christ claiming that they don't like the Jews. They don't like certain groups of people, the skinheads, and all those people claiming that the president gave them a voice. No, he did not. That's been happening through every administration. The president just gave freedom of speech, and they took advantage of it. The president brought freedom of speech and expression back, and they took advantage of it, and they need to be stopped for their wrongdoing. Yes, there's no point in these senseless killings. There's no point in all of that. It's really sad how we've seen an Islamic facility just bragging about that they would gladly kill for Allah and kill for God and Muhammad, just that they would gladly kill for the Prophet and kill for the Lord, and that he will grant them paradise to behead all of the infidels and everyone. They were singing it like a children's song because that's what they were being brainwashed to. But yet we're told that in all of those facilities, all of those Islamic centers, nothing but peaceful worship takes place. That's a double standard there. That's saying one thing, doing another. Forked tongue, speaking with a serpent's tongue. And then they go on to Twitter and state that these acts of violence cannot be, the Islamic groups there stated, it just creates more stereotypes, and that these acts of violence can't be tolerated against Jews and Christians and others. But yet, they were seen having their children sing these violent, radical songs, and so you can't have it both ways. It's brainwashing. But yeah, this administration did not start this hate. He gave a platform of freedom of speech and brought it back. And those radical idiots utilize that for the negative. We need to point those individuals out, ostracize them, and stop them. And we're at a point right now, a pivotal point in history, in existence. And I think we could utilize the ability of this administration if they would just do it. I'm seeing things right now, but we could utilize I'm not going to say, not the power, but we could utilize the greatness of this administration, the abilities of this administration, while we have the chance and be able to make this the greatest time in our modern history. And if they would utilize that and stop they're trying to use their words suddenly because they want their power back. So they're talking about climate change and things that, thinking they're trying to help the people, when truly it's all about loss of their power, and they want to keep their power. So they're talking things that, the people want to hear. If they cared anything about climate change, greenhouse emissions, then all of those people sitting up there who had invested in GM, General Motors, had invested in they said their ancestors, they invested in various companies such as General Motors making the Model T, and all of these companies, Soichiro Honda making the Honda vehicles and all of that. If they had cared, they would have looked at it then when they seen the emissions of pollution. If they cared then. I don't agree with dumping toxic waste and all that crap that was going on at all. And the smog was awful. You've got to reduce pollution and help the earth. But we need to help the world that we are in. Help this earth. Come together and help the earth that we are given together. And just stop all of this conflict. There's not one difference amongst us that is worth fighting over. There's not. We all have our groups. We all have our people we fit into, places we fit into. We all have our types of people that we, fit in with or around. But there's not one difference that makes us worth killing over. There's not. And these I don't know whether no matter which side of the political spectrum you fall on. Right now is a time when we need to come together. And they're spitting so much hate that the people on the left and everywhere, they're believing it. They believe it. They're spitting so much negativity and hate that they're believing their own rhetoric. And what they want, they're using the climate and the earth as a way to continue their power, because they don't truly care about any of us. And the thing is, they just want their power to remain. And the problem is, now, I love everyone. I try to send kindness to everyone. Every background, every belief, everything, I try to always be nice to everyone. And they seem to usually all be nice to me, especially Hindus. They always seem to just, for some reason, just totally just respect me and just go out of their way to show niceness to me most of the time. And the thing is, I hate it that speech. I made a speech that was just, it would have brought so many people together. What happens? My phone deletes it. The phone crashes and deletes it. The entire multiple page peace letter to humanity. It was very, 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 very upsetting. So everything has to have a foundation. Right now, we have got the ability with this administration to lay the groundworks for a future, a bright future, a great future that they keep trying to tear down. The other side just always keeps trying to tear it down for their own blindness because of what they're being told. That masked illusion that takes place, causing masked delusion, because out of order comes chaos. Out of chaos comes order, I mean. Order out of chaos. I've stated that since I can remember. But we need to build a foundation right now. A road to togetherness. Build a foundation. Because the foundation, without a solid foundation, the road will crumble. And the foundation is crumbling right now. The walls are the pieces are crumbling because of this divide. They keep it divided. We need to look and aspire for unity. Because with that divide, the road crumbles. But if we hold together, the road to the future might hold together and can be bright. Helping each other out and caring for those in need. And let's make the road bright together. The road to tomorrow. May the Lord show us the way. Anyway, I had a really, really good message written out. It was like a message that could bring different people of different backgrounds, political parties, whatever, together. And it was like a 4-page report. Deleted. It just deleted. It just completely deleted. All it takes is us. Let's just start building that foundation of peace and love. I know it sounds far-fetched. It's like, sometimes it's like, man, like, what do we do with this? What do we do with this whole awakening thing? What does it truly do, you know? It's like, what does it truly do? It's like, what does it do for me here? Because you still got to work, still got to make money, you still got to somehow have a source of income, or you can't make it. And yeah, it's like, what do you do? So you want to try to grab onto that positivity that you can and hold on to it. Let's hope for better tomorrow. I'm very upset that I made an entire document. It's gone. Probably a 4-page document, and it's gone. And believe me, it was very inspirational. But that happens. My links are below. Please support. And if you like my content, help out, please. Peace. Until next time, this is Spaced Out Productions, signing out.